Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wild West Wednesday. OBS is being a little weird because I can't see the chat and I can't see the stats. So I'm looking at chat on my phone and I don't know how many people are watching. But based on chat, we have at least 2 people. So hello Slacks and hello Nicholas Patton. And anyone else who might be in chat. If you're in chat, say hi so I know if anyone's here. Also, the desktop audio seems like it's a little too loud, so let's turn that back down. And that should be okay. Is my voice okay compared to the music? Is the music still too loud? Let me know in chat if you're hearing me, if you're seeing anything. Yeah. Seems like, fingers crossed, it's been in the green for the whole time that I've done this. Oh boy! Nicholas Patton, you have redeemed Much's terrible plan. So let's get this going. Let me start up the Much program here. And let's get it, make sure I center it properly. Okay, I think that's in the right position, but I'm not sure, so we will find out shortly. Okay. Alright. 1 second. Oh, there we go. Okay. There.
Hey everybody! It's me! Much! Okay everyone, I got a brilliant idea to promote this upcoming game. All we need to do is break into hospital nurseries and tattoo all the babies with the game's name. All shall know about it. What game is it, by the way? I'd like to know myself. Well, Robin, that's my plan. Pick it if you want. I guess you might. Howdy, Pixie Cow. Welcome. I just told everybody my terrible plan.
Oops. There. That's better. Thank you, Nicholas Patton, for redeeming Much's terrible plan. I always enjoy doing that, especially now, more with the visual aids. So hey, guess what? I got a new computer. I said this was gonna happen last week, and it happened. I got a new computer. And so that means that everything is a lot faster now. And it seems like, fingers crossed, the internet is a little bit more stable because my old computer had a built-in Wi-Fi adapter. And I now have an external USB Wi-Fi adapter in the back, which is a lot closer to the beacon. So it seems like it's all around improved. So good. Hey everyone, having some weird issues with Twitch, but I made it work, says the Deluxe Tux. Also hello. Uh-oh. You're also having Twitch issues, Pixie Cow. Hello, Happy Wednesday. Hello, Horse Who Can Drive. Hello, Electric Dragon UK. Howdy. Oh, now everyone's pouring in. Okay, great. Hello, Tom aka Satnav. Thankfully, I already had one Twitch window open and working, so I just switched to this on that one. I wonder if that's why I can't see the chat in the docs on OBS, if it's just if Twitch seems to be having problems. I saw another streamer the other day who had to cancel his stream because it was, like, terrible. Oh, wait. Oh, now my stream information is actually loading. Oh, look, there it is. Okay, hold on. So let's load up chat. Oh, look, there it is. And let's load up Twitch stats. And, oh, there it is again. On my main browser, Twitch is just yeah, that was happening to me. When I would open up the docs, it would just go to a white screen, but it seems to be okay now. It says that there are 4 viewers, which is clearly not true. And the chat room is now loading on my PC, so I don't have to look at it on my phone anymore. Great! Wonderful. You've been poured. Okay. Alright, so, anyway, let's try this again. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wild West Wednesday. I'm animating this kid. Oh, also, this probably means, since I have a new PC, fingers crossed, because I haven't tried it yet, but this maybe means that when I load up Rosewater, it won't run like molasses. It might actually run at a decent frame rate. Actually, let's try that. Let's try that first. Let's load up Rosewater and see just how fast it loads. It's still going to cut my mic out, but whatever. Did you see that? Look how fast it was. That was so fast. Yeah, another thing that I noticed is now when I import new sprites and I save the game, usually it would take like 5 minutes to recompile the sprite file, and now it takes like a minute or less. So that's nice. Let's load up a game here. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Let's go ahead. Oh, hello, Kinney Games. Yes, new PC. We're testing out. Let's run Rosewater and in all its how it's supposed to be glory, and not slow like molasses. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. It's actually running the right. This is so exciting. You can all actually see the game as it's meant to be seen.
Huh. Quiet.
Howdy, ma'am.
Oh, how wonderful. Okay. Well, this is good to know that it actually does. Alright, let's skip ahead. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Hooray! Look, the diary actually flips. This is how the animation is supposed to work. This is how fast it's supposed to go. Yay! Okay, great. I'm excited. Alright, let's get back to animating. This will take a whole 2 weeks off the dev cycle just on the frame rate alone. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so anyway. So we're animating this kid who puts his hands on his hips, and we're doing his body language. So that's probably what I'm going to get done on stream. He also has 2 walk cycles and 2 reaching animations, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get to those on stream just because. But you know what this also means? It also means that I can have guests back on without having to worry about my computer's frame rate plummeting to absolute 0. So it means I can have Matt Frith back on if he ever wants to come back on my stream again after the horrible experience we had last time. So we'll see. Why did the first guy who appears sound like the prospector you talked to in the second Ben Jordan game? I don't know. Maybe it was just your imagination, because that's definitely not the same person. Unfortunately, the person who played the prospector in the remake of the second Ben Jordan game is no longer with us. So that is definitely not the same person. It's probably just the tone of voice, the higher register howdy sort of thing. So, did you all see there's a new Broken Sword game coming? That's exciting. Broken Sword Parzival Stone, I believe it's called. And of course an HD remake of the first game. So that's interesting. They just can't stop remaking that first game, can they? I've been reading Tony Warner's book, and he talks about all the different versions that they did to start with, like the Game Boy Advance version and the DS version, the PC version and the iOS version and the Android versions. It's a lot. It's a lot. A lot of Broken Sword. They sure break that sword a lot. It looks a lot like Rosewater. Oh, that's really funny, Tom. That's good. I like that. Also, hello, Snowy P. Snowy P, you missed. Nicholas Patton redeemed Much's terrible plan right at the start of the stream, so you missed Much's terrible plan. It was pretty terrible. Another Broken Sword? Yeah, I know. We've all saw that coming. And it wasn't helped by the fact that Charles Cecil is going to be at Adventure X, and the title of his talk was Surprise Announcement! So it was like, oh, well, he's going to surprise everyone and announce a Broken Sword at Adventure X. But now that they've already announced it, that's not a surprise announcement anymore. We're just going to all have to act surprised, I guess. Would a third Bass keep the Bass title? I mean, that's kind of been the in-joke with, we were doing it here on stream. We were coming up with the different prepositions for the next Steel Sky game. Below, beyond, beneath, between a Steel Sky. Bequeath a Steel Sky. Burlesque a Steel Sky. What if they have something else up their sleeve? I guess the surprise is that he's already announced it. Maybe, I mean, they might have something else up their sleeve. You never know. I'm curious if the two main characters in Broken Sword will still be together or not in the upcoming game. Well, they're together in the trailer that they, in the little teaser that they posted, so presumably yes. Betwixt, yes. Hello, Summerbee. I love Broken Sword 1, but many of the changes in the DC were missteps. Well, apparently, according to Tony Warrener, this HD remaster of Broken Sword is based on the original game, not the director's cut. So, at least there's that, which is good. It's basically just an HD remaster of the first game. Betwixt. Right. Those two have been on and off more than my kitchen light switch. Ha 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 ha. We shall hear more about BS at Adventure X. Well, yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of BS at Adventure X because I'm speaking. Ha! Like removing the background music from the chess puzzle. Did they do that? I don't remember. Speaking of remasters, the first Clock Tower game is getting a remaster in the future. Yes, I heard about that, actually. No self-defamation allowed. Well, you know. If you don't self-deprecate, you become an arrogant jerk. And I don't want to do that. Actually, I ran through my talk yesterday, and it is... my new record is 24 minutes. So I need to either come up with some more filler or hope that people will have questions, because otherwise I'll stand there awkwardly for 6 minutes and be like, does anybody have any questions? Maybe I'll just lapse into much. You're like, thanks for coming to my talk, everybody. My name's Much. Excuse me. Okay, this needs a fix here. And this also needs a little tip up. There we go. Boom, 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 Boom. Yeah. 24 minutes is fine. As long as Ralph Saxon returns. Yeah, he definitely is in the trailer, so. Or speak very slow. I'll deliver it as Virginia Capers. Yes. You could start with Much introducing you in the most awkward way before you start speaking. Yes. A lot of good dialogue and animations were removed too, including changing the voice actor for the fortune teller. Oh yeah. Is there a game exhibiting at Adventure X called Betwixt? Is that where the source of the confusion was? I kind of like Behind a Steel Sky. That's where they go into space. As every sequel inevitably ends up doing. It's not a game, it's an app. Oh, I see. Okay. So that was the source of confusion. Yes, Kinney Games was not talking about any app or game, just B words that could be the next one in the Beneath a Steel Sky franchise. We need Much. You know, I'm excited for Adventure X, but I also keep forgetting that September is a month. So I'm like, oh no, Adventure X is coming up so soon. But then I'm like, wait, September. I still have September to work on stuff. Because I've now set myself the goal of having all of my character animations and the text in the game by Adventure X. So I'm like, oh, I only have a month. But I actually have 2 months to do that, which is plenty of time. He said naively. I know September's almost here. September is here in a week. Well, 2 weeks, really. Well, a week from Friday, so I guess a week and a half. I just had a funny idea. Imagine if you could have a Snapchat filter to turn yourself into a Rosewater character. Is Snapchat even still a thing? Isn't it all Instagram filters now? Somehow Instagram has managed to persist as, like, the app. And I guess now there's Threads, right? So that's a new thing. But if I had any 3D knowledge and could program Snapchat filters or Instagram filters, I would definitely make a custom one for Rosewater characters, sure, but I can't, and I don't know how. It's not that out of the question. Actually, I started replaying Fallout New Vegas this weekend, and I made my character one of the companions in Rosewater just because I thought it would be fun. Because it's very easy to slot their character traits into RPG characters. Oh, hello, A Maple Mystery. Welcome. I'm sure everybody's aware, but if you're not, you should follow A Maple Mystery. Do I do shoutouts? No, I guess not. How about follow A Maple Mystery? No, I don't know. I forgot how Twitch chat works. Anyway, go follow A Maple Mystery. It's Julia Minamoto. She's working on the Crimson Diamond. She streams every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern for Crimson Tuesday. And you should all watch. Yesterday she was doing some really interesting rock talk about appetite. And I had a healthy appetite and ate some focaccia while I was watching that. I was eating focaccia while I was watching. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. So yes. The Crimson Diamond, of course, is a fantastic looking EGA text parser game that is inspired by The Colonel's Bequest, about a mineralogist named Nancy Maple who goes and investigates a diamond in the Ghost town of Crimson, Ontario. Did I get the pitch right? I am on a roll today. Butter me up. The SO is a command in some streams. Maybe I thought I had, but I guess not. I was also watching Adventure Tuesday's stream of Gabriel Knight, and they were talking about bread and carbs, and so I came up with Bagel Real Knight, Sins of the Flatbreads. Because Gabriel Knight is actually an anagram of Bagel King Earth. Who is Adventure Tuesday? Adventure Tuesday is PS_ Garrick, as in Garrick from Deep Space Nine. That's Ben Vigent, and he streams along with 2 other people. They stream on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, and they just stream like old adventure games, and they're currently playing through the first Gabriel Knight. Yes. Him and Sarah and Grayson are the ones who stream. So yeah, they I don't know how far they got, because I was sort of in and out between streams and also like eating dinner and doing other things. But yeah, it's always a fun time with their shenanigans. Oops. Oops. Nice. Okay. So highlight time. And also shadows. Highlights and shadows. Those are the important things to do. Stream lagged after that flatbreads pun, but I thought it was just silence to let it breathe. I wasn't paying attention, but I'm still in the green. I haven't gone below the green, so it seems like my connection is pretty good. So any problems today, I'm going to blame them solely on Twitch. Could you do a bread pun for the Colonel's Bequest, a Lorabo mystery? I'm sure I could. Let me think. Trying to think what's a good... Well, I mean, my first instinct is to say Laura Doe. So, a Laura Doe mystery. But how do we change the Colonel's Bequest to be something about bread? Kernel sounds like kernel, like popcorn kernel, which is not bread, it's popcorn. I can think of none, unfortunately. That's good. But, trying to think of types of bread. We got pumpernickel, we got sourdough, we got yeah, I already did lemming runs. Also, welcome. I think you got to take the low-hanging fruit pastry that is Laura Doe. Yes, I did mention Laura Doe is what immediately came to mind. But as far as Colonel's Bequest, bequests. I mean, I'm trying to think of bread that either starts with B or quest, or the Colonel's Baguette. Yeah, that's pretty good. That can work. The Colonel's Baguette. Yeah, I like that. The Colonel's Baguette, a Laura Doe mystery. And then, of course, well, not of course, because I'm trying to think. For the Dagger of Amon-Ra. I can't really think of anything for Dagger. Or Amon-Ra for that. Ah, the Dagger of Amon-Ra! Very good, Deluxe Tux. Very good. Yes. Yes. Oop, wrong layer. Oh, is the much emote from Lemming Runs' stream? Oh, nice. Nice. Unfortunately, it's been redeemed already, and it has a cooldown of only once per stream, but I have a Much's Terrible Plan points redemption. Wonder if I can, all rewards claimed for this stream, check again on the next stream. But in honor of the fact that you two are both here, I'm going to go back and reread Nicholas Patton's terrible plan that was redeemed at the start of the stream. So here we go. Ready? Here's Much's terrible plan as redeemed earlier by Nicholas Patton. Oh wait, I have to load up my thing first. Give me a second. And now it literally is a second with my new PC. Hooray! Alright, here we go.
Hey everybody! It's me, Much! And here's my plan. Okay everyone, I got a brilliant idea to promote this upcoming game. All we need to do is break into hospital nurseries and tattoo all the babies with the game's name. All shall know about it. Of course, I still don't know what the name of the game actually is, but that's not a problem. It's still a great plan. Pick my plan, Robin. You know you want to.
Oops. Anyway, there's Much's terrible plan. Alright. Lemming is a fellow speedrunner of Conquest of the Longbow. Nice, nice. I need a longbow speedrun mode, and Much is the patron saint of fast failing. Excellent. Yes, he certainly is. He certainly is. This is what... Yeah, actually, fun fact, no. Wait. No, wait, that's not true. I have been paid. I got paid for my role in Summer Days at Hero, or Summer Days... Yes, that's what it was called, right? The visual novel. I got paid for my voice acting in that. And I think I got paid for one of the Sir Tiffle games or something. Sir Tilwyn? No, it's not Tilwyn. One of Vance's games. Unicorn Dungeon or something like that. So I've been paid for 2 games that I've voice acted. So I guess I am a paid voice actor. Alright. Now it's for some shadows. think I'll just go ahead and do it this way. It's easier this way. I love that Much always starts by announcing it's me, Much, and I got a plan for you. Well, you know, gotta be thematically consistent, right? He kind of sounds like the SNL interpretation of Mark Wahlberg. Hey, how you doing? Say hi to your mother for me. Mark Wahlberg talks to animals. Hey, Mr. Donkey, how you doing? Say hi to your mother for me. I should probably give Much an English accent considering he is from Sherwood Forest, but it's funnier to have him not have one. Also, I'm not a fan of how this goes up like that. So we're gonna chop it down. That's close enough, I guess. Hello, Big K69er. It's his catchphrase. And also, hello, DJ Larry Parker. It's the same manner in which all raps start. My name is MC Deluxe, and I'm here to say this is how to rap in the very best way. How it rhymes. Yeah, that was more innocent time. I'm MC Deluxe, and I'm here to say you should eat all your vegetables every day. If you eat them now and you eat them fast, then you'll grow big and strong and you'll kick some ass. I don't know. I'm not a rapper. Or very good at coming up with stuff on the fly, for that matter. Alright, so let's do this. We will pick this up. Push this up by 1. Also push this up by 1. Maybe even by 2. One if by land, 2 if by sea. Hot rhymes like Marky Mark. You reminded me of a game from one of the Jackbox games version. It has you rapping against other players as robots. Oh yeah, sure. Mad Beat City, I think it's called. That one's great. I love that one. Coming up with the rhymes is the best part of that. I haven't played that in forever, but it's really fun. Robots don't rap, they just beatbox. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, look, it went into the red. First time that's happened all stream, but hey, I'll take it. Wahlberg supposedly hates the Marky Mark references. Well, you know, I understand on one hand, but on the other hand, that's what made him famous, so he should chill out about that. Time to save, because I haven't in a while, and it's time to save. Alright. Ironically, Much's plan is critical for skipping a long cutscene in the Conquest of the Longbow speedrun, something we are very grateful for. Interesting. What's the record for speedrunning Conquests of the Longbow? Out of curiosity. The idea of speedrunning adventure games is very interesting to me. It seems like it would be particularly difficult. Oops. Just because of the way that adventure games are structured. Excuse me. Okay. 11 minutes and 17 seconds. Holy cow, that's fast. Do either of you hold that record? Okay, this makes me think. With Lamplight City and Rosewater being set in the same area but in different universes, how would a game set in a different universe look as a medieval setting? That's an interesting question. I mean, in this world of Lamplight City, the divergent point at which the history becomes alternate is the lack of any sort of like independence, declaration of independence. So obviously medieval times happened hundreds of years before, and so, or if not thousands of years before. So I mean, for purposes of this universe, it's the same. But, I mean, you could do an alternate history medieval game. You just have to pick something to make alternate about it. Like some sort of retro future medievalist game would be interesting. As in, like, you know, we've still got knights and kings and stuff, but it's the future, and somehow that aesthetic has still stayed. I don't know. I mean, it'd be pre-Renaissance, so that would be interesting too. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody think about that and make that game. Has anyone speedrun Lamplight City? I'm not sure. I don't know if the Wolfs has. I know that the Wolfs has done a speedrun of all the Ben Jordan games, but I'm not sure if he's done Lamplight City. There's a huge gulf between 1130 and 1117. It's so optimized. Interesting. And a quantum computer running on Steam. It would be a quantum computer running on, well, I was gonna say dragons, but that's like medieval fantasy. That's not exactly the same thing. I mean, I guess any medieval story that has like fantasy elements is technically alternate history, because it's a world in which magic and dragons and things exist. So by definition, I guess any medieval set story with those things in it is by definition an alternate history. Yes, I have that world record. Lemming is over a minute behind. Well, congratulations, Snowy P. That's good. Teleportation device where it goes plop, ploop, and you need to use a potion as well. Muslims very nearly took all of Spain in the 1300s and 1400s, so an alternate history where they pushed through all of Europe could be cool. Yeah. He has other priorities. If the universe is infinite, wouldn't this be a reality anyways? Every infinite possibility is possible? Sure. Do we get to use Merlin as well as a mad scientist? Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to see, like, Conquests of Camelot, but as more of a alternate history fantasy thing. Although in that world, like, the Holy Grail is real. I realize I'm getting into some very dangerous territory here. So I'll stop. before I say anything else. Yesterday discovered a new way to save another 2.5 seconds, which I'm very excited about. That's one of the things I love too about speedrunners is it's like, yes, I discovered a way to save a millisecond, and that's now going to be an amazing, makes a huge difference. It's like every tiny bit of time, obviously, because it's speedrunning, every tiny bit of time helps. But I love that it's like, oh yeah, I discovered a way to shave off half a second, and now I'm going to be the world record holder. It's great. And I say this with all sincerity as well. I don't want you to think I'm mocking you, because I'm not. What's that company that makes history games based on Japan's history? Oh, I'm not sure. We should contact them. What about a universe where there is and never was a religion? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that would work, because I feel like even at the most basic level, that's like seems to be something that humans just have, whether it be like sun worshipping or anything. Also, for some unknown reason, I'm kind of curious how Nancy Maple would look if dressed in Old West clothes. I don't know, Julia, do some fan art. Do some Nancy Maple goes to Rosewater fan art. The trick is to use the enter key when putting the rings on and off and opening full scroll, in case you're interested. Okay, cool. I was actually thinking way too ahead here, but I was thinking of incorporating a little Nancy Maple cameo in my next game. You probably just need to recolor a typical Old West lady's outfit. Yeah, you could just put a cowboy hat on Nancy, and her dress is already pretty. It could fit in the Old West, I think. That would be cute. I just need to figure out how to make it work time-wise. Even if it's just something like a newspaper article about, like, Canadian mineralogist to speak at university next week or something like that. Is there a Ben Jordan Easter egg, or would that be a spoiler? Do you mean, is there a Ben Jordan Easter egg in Rosewater? I think she'd need a bustle, and her hair would need to be not a bob. Yeah, probably. Her hair would have to be, like, tied up in a bun, or one of those, like, upwards beehive things. I don't think it's really a beehive. Beehive is more 60s, but you know what I'm talking about. Oh. Yeah, I got the hand shape wrong here. Let's do that all over again. Yeah, but was there one in Lamplight too? No, there were no Ben Jordan Easter eggs in Lamplight City. Actually, I don't think I put any. Oh wait, no. What am I talking about? Yeah, I put there was a Shardlight Easter egg in Lamplight City. But yeah, no, there was no Ben Jordan Easter egg. There is a Ben Jordan Easter egg in Rosewater. But yeah, the Shardlight Easter egg was. I actually got Abe Goldfarb to record new lines as Tiberius for, which was a lot of fun. That was very silly. Oops. Like in Gabriel Knight with Laura Bow, I'd love that. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. A psychonaut? Like a psychonaut? Psyche, right, okay. Sounds like what Mike Myers ties his pants up with. Not quite sure I understand what that means. Psyche nut. Alright, now we do the sleeves. Oh, I see. Right, a Psychonaut. Well, I was thinking of the Double Fine game, Psychonauts. Oh, and you mean Mike Myers as in, like, the killer from Halloween. I was thinking of, like, the comedian. So I was like, what does Austin Powers have to do with being a psycho? Now I understand. Oops. Where is the non-connection happening? Where is the missing pixel? Where are you missing? Oh, there you are. Found you. I was wondering if Mike Myers said psych a lot. Yeah. I was... I think that the way you have to distinguish it is the comedian is Mike Myers and the killer is Michael Myers. One of them is an axe murderer, and the other was just married to one. Ho, 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 ho. Very good. Harriet, sweet Harriet. I don't remember the rest. It's been a long time since I saw that movie. But I did watch The Pentaveret, and the less said about that, the better, I think. Is it a Canadian thing? I thought it was a North American thing. What? Of a certain era? What, saying psych? Psych. That was definitely a thing. I'm gonna sneeze. But I'm going to mute myself so you don't have to hear it. There we are. Also, I just realized, I'll be right back. I have to pee. Back in a second. Alright, I'm back. Let us continue. is always fun when foreshortening happens. Okay, that's not... You don't need a double there. Oops. Is there a palette of colors you're working with for all the sprites? Kind of, yeah. I mean, I try not to stray too far. I've got a palette that I've kind of set up that's shared across pretty much all the characters. So like if they're wearing a gray or white shirt, I'll use these same 3 colors that I've been using for that. And I have variants, but more or less I try to stick to the same palette for consistency. No other reason than just consistency. I mean, obviously I'm not limited in colors or anything like that, but I like to keep it the same. And like, for example, for this character in particular, he is a member of a group of people, and so that group of people kind of dresses similarly. So he's a mix of another character's sprite's outfit, but I gave him these different colored pants just to set him apart. But like with the companion characters, there's some shared colors between them, but I wanted to like each give them their own distinct color. Like I thought of it in terms of like board game pieces. Like if this was a board game, what would each companion's character piece be? So you can see here, let's open them all up. So they're not all gonna fit. We'll just have to overlap them a little bit, or just move them over a little bit more. Here. There we go. That's better. Okay. Right, so here are our 6 main characters, and you can see Danny and Phil have the same color pants. Jake and Nadine have the same color pants. Lola's pants are a slight variant of, a slightly darker variant of Harley's pants, but Harley's pants are the same color as Phil's vest. There's some overlap. But yeah, I wanted to give them a distinct color, so like, Harley is obviously this maroon, Danny's is light blue, Phil is purple, Jake is sort of a rust-colored red, Lola's blue, and Nadine is white, or I guess gray. So if they were board game pieces, that's the color that I would give them. So yeah, there's some shared colors, like the blue in Jake's shirt and his hat band is the same blue as Danny's vest, and Lola also has blue. So these three characters have blue, and then Phil and Nadine both have little red accents. She has red wristbands, and he has his red kerchief. And then Harley has her little yellow locket. Lola has sort of a yellowish undershirt. Danny has like an ochre shirt as well. And they all, well, these three have the browns of their belts. And Lola has the brown for her hat, and so does Phil. So, yeah, I'm curious how Rosewater would go if ever remade as a campaign in D&D. Well, interestingly enough, I actually did run one of the scenarios as a tabletop game just to sort of get an idea of how all the characters could interact and play off each other. So yeah, the very first main scene in the game, I ran it as a tabletop campaign with 2 separate groups of friends, and I assigned each one a character, and we played through it, and it was fun, and it gave me a really good idea of how to, like, figure things out. So, yeah. I kind of like that red coat. I would buy a coat with that color. You mean Jake's coat? I have a coat that is kind of this color, but more of a maroon. I actually used that coat for Gem. Gem the Greeter. Yeah, that's more what the coat looks like. This is actually the same coat that I used for Miles Fordham in Lamplight City. I just colored it red. But yeah, Gem's coat and the Doctor's coat are a different cut. But the coat itself is more in closer to this color. Maybe I'll wear the coat to Adventure X, just to be different. Also, hello Neviklink. It's no secret that most of the costumes and garments in these games are clothes that I actually own because I rotoscope them. I have yet to commit to like ordering like special custom-made steampunk clothes from like the Steampunk Emporium. Although that's not true. I ordered a cowboy hat from them. But I don't know that I've used that hat. I don't know that I've used that hat for any of the models yet. Maybe I have. I think I have. I have to have. Because I ordered it specifically to have another cowboy hat to use for rotoscoping. I don't know. Let me find it. I'm sure it's definitely... The Doctor wears it. And I know I have it in my my Doctor's walk cycle that everyone loves so much. Here he is. That's his coat. You should be making a deal with it with who? The steampunk website people? So let's find... Here we go. There. That's the coat. That's the actual color of the coat. It's a little dark there, but you can pretty much appreciate it here. That's the... Yeah. So maybe I'll take that coat with me to Adventure X. There you go. The emote. I can wear it while giving my talk to be extra pretentious. No, I'm not doing that. Although I feel like taking a coat like that to the UK is a bad idea in November because it'll get soaked. And it's not waterproof. So maybe I won't actually take that coat to Adventure X. I just have to imagine that I'm wearing it. Take an umbrella. Is this that cult leader guy? You're gonna have to be more specific. There's lots of cults. There's lots of cults in Rosewater. It's just the nature of things. But no, this is a child who is in a group that might be described as a cult. The one that looks like he was in sweatpants. Are you talking about the guy with the beard with the foil hat at the very beginning? He has a bit of a belly. Yeah, no, that guy's long finished, animation wise. The other guy, you mean this guy? I'm hoping that we in the UK got most of our rain for the year in July. It was one of the wettest Julys on record. Wow. Well, I'm just hoping it doesn't downpour in November like the second day of Adventure X like it did this year, because I want people to show up. Do you ever borrow your landlord's kids for a while? No, my landlords don't have kids. It's the children that show up here are other people's kids. And no, I've never borrowed other people's kids for rotoscoping. I just do it myself and shrink it down to child size proportions. Not that there's that many children in this game, but there's a few. Boo? I'm sure they would think it was fun, but I don't know them well enough to be like, hey, could you rotoscope for me? Could you pose for me? Without coming off as some weirdo. I mean, I have other friends who have kids who maybe could do that, but yeah, I don't know. This kid is supposed to be like 11 or 12, so I feel like at that point, you know, your proportions are more or less the same, kind of. Maybe the head's a little bigger, but I photoshopped a child's head so that I could draw the child's head properly. Working with child actors is notoriously hard. Yeah, I mean, if I just got a kid and was like, hey, pretend you're doing this, then that's not a problem. It's not like I'm asking the kid to deliver lines or anything. And so let me rotoscope for me and I will give you this $10 Roblox card. Oh dear. Kids these days with their Roblox and their... Grindy rolls up in an unmarked van. Hey kids, wanna be in a video game? Yeah, exactly. I'm not the VR van. There was a van in San Francisco for GDC one year that was literally like an unmarked gray metal box truck, like an ice cream truck or a UPS truck, but it was just gray metal, and it had VR van on the front, and it was like, this is really, really sketchy. I have no idea what the deal was, but it was like, don't go in the van or you're going to get killed. Put on this headset. Don't worry about what you're feeling. It's just virtual reality. That knife stab, that's just a virtual knife stab. If you die in the Matrix, you die in real life. Oh. Okay. I think I just need to do some shadows, and that will be sufficient to call this set of animations done. So let's kill these shadows here. Excuse me. Why not? Let's do some here too. Also, this scaling of this kit is going to be really small, so it's not like you're even really going to be able to notice these details. Okay. So if we cut this frame out because we don't need it anymore. We have one missing pixel here, and the very last one. But yeah, hands on hips and shrug. What are you talking about? Okay. So let us save and edit an image ready. Okay. So let's go over here real quick. And speaking body. Alright, we got dag front, we got new folder, we got hand hips, and we've got shrug. So hips go in there, shrug goes in there, and boom, we're done with that. Alright, so now we've got you know what, I'll do his reaching animations because those will be easy and quick to do on stream, and then I'll do his walks on not on stream. Any idea roughly how many unique animations there are in this game? Well, let's see. How many, will it tell me how many files are selected? No. Let's have a look at my animations folder. 245 items selected. These are just NPCs, and these aren't all unique animations. There are some that are lumped together. So I would say there's probably, if I had to estimate. Let's see, companions. How many companion animations are there? 115 plus Harley's animations, of which there are 38 right now. So 115 plus 245 plus 38 plus all these pedestrians, which are 23, probably more. There's a lot. I'd say there's maybe going to be about maybe 500 or more unique animations. How many views? Let me see how many views I have. I have 448 views. And that's not even counting loops. So, yeah. I have 16,950 sprites. So there's a lot of animations in this game. That's why it's taken so long. Hello, Fiction Control. Welcome. Good to see you. Yes, and that's also part of the reason that I pushed this game back, because my goal was to have all of the NPCs finished by the end of this month, and I realized that even if I did that, I would still have 6 main characters to do, plus all of the remaining backgrounds and background animations and everything, and there was no way I would get that done before October. So that's why I pushed into early next year. So yeah. Back reach and side reach is what I'm looking for. Here we go. I did not resize these. 235 and 235. Now let's find our sprites here. Alright, side view and back view. This kid kind of looks like, well, I don't know what he looks like, but he's a kid. What's the width here? 94. What's the width here? 101. Can I get away with cropping to 94? I think I can. Yes, I most definitely can. Alright, cool. So he just has a few frames here. So let us copy and paste frame before selection. Okay, so we have the same setup here. Yeah, it's really only his right arm that changes, so that's not a problem. And then here we have him reach out. So let's just go ahead. And what's the size here? Image size width is 136. So let's change the canvas size to 136 and paste him also before selection. There we go. It's pretty aligned. Might need to bump him over a few, but it's fine. Nope. Alright, so let's go ahead, and because he also does not change except for his arm here, let's go ahead and modify. Well, first I want to copy and paste the sprite so that it's in the same spot, which is here. Okay, and now we have to move this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That works. 1, 2. Right. Oops. Alright, so that means that canvas size actually has to be 142. There. Close enough. Close enough. Now, let's get this. Let's change his. Alright, get rid of this first. And just like that, it vanishes. And we can do this. There. Alright, now do the same thing with this. Although this is gonna pretty much stay like this. So. On that for now. Okay. So, copy and paste this sucker in every frame. Oops. Cha-cha-cha. Okay. And now the hand for every single frame. He loses a finger here, but let's just do the hint of one. Again, this is going to be... He's going to be scaled down to like 60%, so you're not going to be able to appreciate all the details here. So it doesn't really matter. Okay. Now the question is, does this change? Yeah, it does. Okay. I'm gonna have to rethink this. Well, not really rethink it, but redo it in every frame. So, yeah, that's gonna be a thing I have to change. But that's fine, because it's two separate layers. I can make it work. It's not that big a jump, really. I'm late, fallen tree to cut up. Well, hello, Winfrey one. Nicholas Patton, I'm curious if vultures will be in Rosewater. No, I don't have any vultures in Rosewater. Wait, no, what am I talking about? Yes, I do. They're on the title screen. There's vultures on the title screen, and there's vultures in one of the encounters, of course, or the companion excursions. Of course, they're like far away in the sky, circling, but they're there. Can't have a... Well, I mean, you can, but it's weird to have a Western game without vultures. Excuse me. Okay, so now let me go ahead and figure this out, because I need to change this based on the positioning of the arm. Okay. And well, of course, there's many different types of cacti too. There's saguaro. There's I don't remember what it's called, but the little ones that are like ovals in clusters. I was very proud. I posted a screenshot in the early days, and someone was like, "Oh, as a native of the Southwest, I'm very happy to see that the depiction of the cacti is actually regionally accurate. It's not like most people just do the wrong kind of cactus." I was like, "Well, I feel proud of myself for my dedication and research to the local flora of Arizona." Which is roughly geographically where Rosewater is located. Prickly Pear? I'm not sure if it's Prickly Pear. Maybe. Fun fact, in a game called Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, one unit you can spawn is a cowboy who wears a cactus as a suit of armor. Well, that seems like it would be potentially uncomfortable for the wearer. Definitely for whoever gets close to them. Okay. Cool. Now, let's do the shadow here. Okay, cool. Good, good. Now I just need to do the thing here. You have the patience of a saint? Who, me? Oh, goodbye to the deluxe tux. Also, for a different form of a plant I drew as a chibi, or plant girl I drew as a chibi, I plan to draw her as a punk-styled cactus girl. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. I don't know what a chibi is. I'm not hip when it comes to these sorts of things, I'm sorry to say. Sorry to disappoint you all. Sounds Japanese. Big head and smallish body, I see. Okay. Oh, so like this child that I'm drawing right now. Except maybe not quite so exaggerated. Chibi is small in Japanese indeed. Okay. Well, I learned something today. does he jump on the thing? Okay, that's good. Alright, so he grabs now. Let's get rid of the first frame because we don't need that. Save. Edit image ready. Of course. Side reach. Patrick gets his little side reach. Should also do a back reach while I'm at it, because that's the next one we're going to do. Alright. Oops. Okay. Now for this, it's really only his arm that changes. So, this one's easy. Compared to the other one, which was also easy, but this one's easier. Also, this needs to be lower by 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right. You get rid of this. All right. I think at this point I can just... I don't need to do separate layers here because this is easy enough to just paint over the current layer, which is fine. Yep. Whoops. Ah, no. All right. So now he reaches back. Now we get rid of this. Save this. Added an image ready. I already have a folder for him because I just did it. Great. And now I just have to do his back walking and his talking. But that is for off stream because it is already 3 p.m. and that will be it. But let's open up the files anyway. Patrick backwalk and Patrick sidewalk. There we go. Okay, cool. He's got his little sidewalk. Let's make it big. And his little backwalk. Do, 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 do. Alright, so I'm going to do these off stream. First I'm going to have lunch, but thank you all for coming to my stream. Oops. Thank you all for coming to Wild West Wednesday. I appreciate the company, as always. Yeah. What do I have to say at the end of the stream? Oh, I know. If Much would be proud of that animation. Yes. So yeah, for those of you who might be interested in seeing some talks, Narrascope has been posting their talks. They posted my talk about hiring union voice actors. They posted my partner Jess's talk about our work on Rosewater and making it culturally diverse. And they posted Fiction Control's talk about, not about Rosewater, but about Japanese detective games. So if any of those sound like interesting things, you might want to check out the YouTube channel for the Narrascope Talks. Let me link that in the chat. I believe it is the Interactive Fiction something or other. Interactive Fiction Technology Foundation, that's it. So yeah, there's some good talks there from Narrascope. The audios are a little funky on some of them, but you can check them out there. So yeah, once again, it's my talk about unions or hiring union voice actors. Oh yeah, there's also a talk by Edmundo Ruiz about the history of AGS, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, a lot of good stuff. Anyway, thank you all for coming. I will see you next week. Or will I? I might not see you next week because I have to use my computer to stream. But anyway, goodbye. Oh wait, hold on. That reminds me. I need to check real quick. Steam front page. There's an Application Systems Heidelberg publisher sale that just started, and I believe it might be on the front page. Is it? Nope, it's not. But it might be. Anyway, there's a publisher sale happening. Lamplight City is 40% off. Many other games are as well. So, yeah. Anyway, see you all next week. Bye!